There's nothing worse than wet socks halfway through a hike. Seriously, it ruins the whole day. So I decided to fix that problem. I bought and tested the top 5 waterproof shoes for men to see which ones actually keep water out and which ones are just all talk. Here is what I found after putting them to the test. Product number 1, Columbia Men's Newton Ridge Plus II Suede. Let's start with the Columbia Newton Ridge Plus II Suede. When I first pulled these out of the box, the suede texture felt surprisingly rugged, not delicate like I expected. I was worried the suede would soak up water like a sponge, but the seam-sealed construction actually held up really well against puddles. The best part for me was the midsole. It's incredibly lightweight. I wore these for a solid 6-hour trek, and my feet didn't feel heavy at the end of it, which is huge for energy conservation. The grip is decent too. I walked over some slick wet rocks and didn't slip thanks to that dual-zone winter tread pattern. The metal hardware on the laces also gives it a nice, durable feel. If you want a classic hiker look that feels lighter than it looks, this is a solid pick. Product number 2, Columbia Men's Newton Ridge Plus II Waterproof. Hiking shoe now. If you prefer something with a bit more breathability, take a look at the other version of the Newton Ridge Plus II. This one swaps some of that suede for full-grain leather and mesh. Putting it on, I immediately noticed the mesh tongue helps with airflow. My feet didn't get as sweaty in these compared to the suede version. The traction is the same reliable Omni-Grip I'm used to from Columbia, handling loose dirt and gravel without issues. I really like the contrasting color combinations on this model. It looks sharp enough to wear even when you aren't on the trail. During my testing, the advanced traction rubber sole kept me upright on some pretty rough ground. I'd recommend this pair if you are hiking in warmer weather where you need that waterproofing, but don't want your feet to overheat. Product number 3, Columbia Men's Straighta Trail Low. Moving away from the boots, I tried the Columbia Straighta Trail Low. This is for you guys who hate the restrictive feel of a high-top boot. Holding it in my hand, it feels much more like a sturdy sneaker than a hiking shoe. The Omnitech layer isn't just marketing fluff. I stepped in shallow water, and my socks stayed dry while the shoe actually breathed to let heat out. The cushioning here uses their Techlite foam, and honestly the energy return is great on harder surfaces like packed dirt or pavement. It feels agile and fast. However, since it's a low shoe with a gusseted tongue, don't go jumping in deep mud pits or water will come in over the top. This is the perfect choice for fast-paced hikers who stick to well-maintained trails but still catch some rain. Product number 4, Timberland Men's White Ledge Mid. Then I laced up the Timberland White Ledge Mid. This thing feels like a tank. The full-grain leather feels thick and premium right out of the gate. What stood out to me during testing was the ankle support. The padding around the collar is super plush, so I didn't have any break-in period or blisters, which is rare for a leather boot. I also love the rust-proof speed lace hooks at the top. It makes getting them on and off a breeze, ensuring a secure fit every time. I walked through tall, wet grass and some mud, and the seam-sealed construction did its job perfectly. Nothing got in. If you want a boot that doubles as a work boot or something for rougher, messier terrain, this Timberland is the heavy hitter you need in your closet. Product number 5, Keen Men's High Trail Low. Finally, I checked out the Keen High Trail Low. Keen is known for that wider toe box, and as soon as I slipped my foot in, I felt the difference. My toes had room to spread out, which is a huge relief on long days. The leather here is actually sourced from environmentally preferred tanneries, so it feels good to wear in more ways than one. The waterproofing comes from their Keen Dry membrane, and it breathes surprisingly well. I took these on a rocky incline, and the stability shank in the sole really helped my balance on uneven ground. Plus, the form lugs on the bottom grip like crazy. I felt totally planted. The sole has these little air pockets that make the step feel bouncy. Grab these if comfort and toe room are your biggest priorities alongside staying dry. So whether you need the heavy-duty protection of the Timberland or the sneaker-like feel of the Columbia Straighta, one of these will keep your feet happy. I've dropped links to all 5 in the description below so you can check the current prices and see what's in stock. Thanks for watching.